and think about it, actually, you just have to do it.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
just have to do what you have to do. That's all there is to it.
Well, this is great information. I just had no idea. Minute. That's a different plan. We've got to have a different plan.
Okay. Um. So are
And
you ready?
one more thing. I talked to you a little bit at the end last time. You said no, and removing the Wi-Fi completely was great. But I also really wanted to listen to the last Skype session, and I talked to Jeremiah at the end about that. But for some reason, Jim didn't put that last session out, and I was just wondering if there was some other communication saying
I,
not to watch the
oh,
Skypes or something.
I don't think he was aware that it didn't come out. It's supposed to be there immediately.
Yeah, he accidentally put the wrong one out.
There's no way to change it.
Yeah, I know. He put the same one that was. There's two that are same. There's a double.
Interesting. Then that was someone doing something else, because what happens is when you turn off your Skype, it just shows up. There's nothing to do.
I didn't know if there was some reason why I just shouldn't watch that last Skype or not.
No, usually when something's recorded like this and you turn off the Skype, the one that is recording now will show right up on the screen. There's nothing to do. It just shows up.
Well, that one didn't show up. It copied the last one instead. But
Oh,
but my
interesting.
main question is: it safe for us to watch these Skype sessions?
If you're not, yeah, are they downloaded, or what do
I
you
mean,
have to do to watch them?
well, we tried turning off Wi-Fi and started trying to do things. We couldn't get our computer to do anything without Wi-Fi turned off. It wouldn't play Skype. It wouldn't let us do anything.
No, probably you have to have the Wi-Fi for internet connection.
So
So
we can't watch it without watching Wi-Fi. So I was just wondering, is it safe to watch these afterwards?
you can watch it on your phone.
I don't have a phone.
Oh, you don't have a phone that does that?
I don't have a
But
phone.
you can put Skype on your phone and watch it on phone, and that's a little safer.
I don't
But
have.
turn your Wi-Fi on then. I will have you protected. Call us when you're going to do that.
Okay, that's because
We can,
I wanted
you,
to hear what was said last time, but that's okay. So next time it'll be okay.
we want to protect you. So we know that Wi-Fi is dangerous for you because that's how they get to you. But we will have to really watch.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
prefer you didn't, probably, but
Okay. Okay.
it's a long watch. But if you feel that necessary, give us a call.
How do I? Oh, just say, Father, may I get help?
Yes, please do that if you find it absolutely necessary to watch it. All right.
Okay.
Are
Thank
you,
you. Thank you.
all right. I have to come down there and between the two of you, and I will get Jeremiah that's here.
Thank
One moment, please. Give us a little moment here. Do you have headphones today?
Yes.
Oh, okay. This is Jeremiah. Greetings.
Not
I
Jeremy.
my instructions are closer, closer, closer.
Yes.
So very good. I got
Yes.
it.
We
Also
did.
higher, higher, higher when necessary, but
Yes.
mostly closer, closer.
Yes. And we're just aiming for 1.5 inches and staying there and getting close long enough.
Well,
We
yes, you
stay at
have.
one and a half, 3 minutes close. That's what we want.
Well, let me tell you before you start what I've noticed when you get up there. You've been doing much better at staying at the same place. but there are times when you get thrown off and bounce around. So
Yes.
I'll tell you when that happens so that you can relocate each other,
Thank you.
because bouncing around is not what you want.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
We want
And
this.
okay, you may begin
Okay.
and connect immediately. And stay connected all the time, as close as possible. Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. I hope if I become distracting, tell me to be quiet, because you've been doing it without voice for a long time now. So my voice might be distracting. So if it is, tell me to stop.
We just need you to tell us where we are, get together closer, and when we're where we're at. That's all we need. That's the
Well,
most.
then I won't talk all the time.
That's the most help.
But you're all right. Connect. All right. Getting close. 6 inches. 5 inches. 4 inches. 3 inches. 2 inches. 1.5. 2. Saying it 2 inches. All right, get closer. Closer. Very close. No distractions, just closer. 1.5. And 2. 1.5. All right, the closeness. Very close. 2. 1.5. Now get closer and closer.
Joe, he's not meaning moving your body. He's just getting the
Oh.
frequencies closer.
Oh.
Just stay
Well,
put.
that helps. If
No,
you-
I don't think so. He just needs to know what you mean. He just means get our frequencies closer.
Okay.
All right, you have a disconnect now, so let's start again. All right, good connection. Go up. What is that? All right, good connection. Go up. And closer. You're at 6 inches from the top. Closer, closer. Closer. Yes. 1.5. Get a little closer. 2. 2. Get closer. 1.5. But you need to be closer. Keep those frequencies very close. They're about 1.5 inches apart. You need to be almost touching. 1.5 inches from the top, an inch and a half close. Closer, needs to be closer. 2 inches from the top. Back up to 1.5. And get closer. Get those frequencies really close. They're still about 1.25 inch. All right. I sense it. All right. Really close. 1.25 from the top. 1.5 and 1.75. 1.75. 1.5. Closer together. 1.5. Oh, if you could, all right, get that closeness together. That's where you're missing it right now, because you were at 1.5 for a little while. One and a half. 1.5. Closer. You're about 1.25 apart. 1.5 from the top and 1.25 apart. You need to be right on each other, 1/4 inch apart. That's as much as close as you can get without touching. One and a half at the top. 1.5. 2. 1.5. 2. What's going on there? 1.5. Yes, 1.5 from the top, 1.25 apart. Closer. 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 Yes. Closer. You're 1.25 apart. Get that closer. You're doing better now. You're 1.5, 2. 1.5, 2. Yeah, a little fluctuation there. Keep it. There you go. 1.5. 1.25 apart. You need to get an inch closer. That's it. Just an inch closer. C'est le tas. 1.5. 1.5 apart. You have to get that closeness. Yes. 1.5 apart. 1.5 from the top.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm going to change strategies.
Well, yes. All right. It is up to you how you want to do this.
Okay.
So, no problem.
It's all an experiment. Okay.
Well, yes. And you want it to work.
Yes.
Get you about that. Let's see.
Okay.
Reconnect. All right, reconnect. Here, all right, reconnect. There you go, there you go. That's good. And I'll just let you know when you're close to the top. Inch and a half apart. Three inches from the top. Two. 1.5. And still 1.5 apart. Two, 1.5. From the top, 1.5. Together. Get a look closer. Get closer. You're 1.5 from the top. Get closer. That's a little better. 1.25 closer. You're 1.25 inch apart. You're 1.5 inch from the top. Yes. 1.5 apart, 1.5 from the top. Seems like you're able to hold the 1.5 from the top, and for a while there, that was about a minute. Went to 2 then. You're getting stronger though. Get it together though. Concentrate on getting together now that you can easily get to the top. Concentrate on the togetherness, if that's what you need. Now, very good. 1.25 apart. 1.5 from the top. 1.25 apart. Get to closer. 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 Push it together. Closer. Almost 1 inch apart. 1.5 from the top. 2. Oh, what happened? Just jumped down there. All right, 2, 2, 1.5. All right, you're back up to 1.5 from the top. But you're 1.5 inch away from one another. Get closer, much closer. Closer. You are 1.25 apart. What can we do to get you closer together? Closer. Oh, disconnect. All right, now reconnect. Yes. All right, better. Going back up, 3, 2, 1.5. You're at 1 inch from the top, 1.25 inches apart, but 1 inch from the top. You went even higher. 1.5. You stayed at 1 inch for about 15 to 20 seconds. Get closer together. That's very good. Closer. Closer together. Yes, yes, yes. 1 1/4 apart. 1 1/2 at the top. You're maintaining 1 1/2 right now for now like 10 seconds. 1 1/2 at the top. Very good. You need to get closer. You're 1 1/4 apart. Almost 1 apart. 1 inch apart. Almost. 1 1/4 from the top. 1 1/2. I'm sorry. That was 1 1/2, not 1 1/4. About 1 inch apart, just over an inch by a fraction. One inch apart, just a fraction more, and 1 1/2 inch from the top. Doing very well. Pull it even closer together. That's the closest you've maintained for quite a while. You maintained that for about 35 seconds. Very good. 1 1/2 from the top. 1 1/4 away from one another. Pull that back into that. Keep it going in toward each other. Hit is 1 1/2 from the top. 1 1/4 inch from each other. So close, but need to go an inch more, just an inch more. One and a half from the top, or 2. Drop down to 2 inches there, staying at 2 inches for a moment. Reconnect up there. Okay, moving back up to 1.5 inch and 1.5 inches apart. Bring it together. Bring it together. Closer, closer, closer. All right, that's good. 1 1/4 inch apart. Just over 1 inch apart. Just over. Just over 1 inch apart, and a 1.5 inch from the top. Making good progress. About 1 inch from the top to 1.5. And about just over an inch apart. 1 1/8. It's very close. 1 inch apart. There you go. 1 inch apart, 1.5 inches from the top. One inch from 1.5 from the top, 1 inch apart. You need to get closer though. Are you all right?
Sorry, I'm gonna sit on Joe.
Sit on him.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm gonna get closer.
Is it working?
Okay.
All right, now, all right, I cannot see Joe. Oh, there he is. Are you all right?
Yes. Are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
We're okay. Can you
All
see
right.
us?
I can see you both right now. Is that
Okay.
how you're going to be?
Okay.
All
We'll
right.
try this.
All right. Connect again. Oh, that's a good strong connection. Go up, and I'll let you know when you get to the top there. All right. You're at 3. 2. 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch, you're 1.5 inch apart and 1.5 inch from the top. And get closer, closer. Okay, 1.5 inch from the top. About 1.25 inch apart. Come on, get closer. Keep that closeness coming. Of 1.1/8 inch apart. 1.25 inch from the top. 2 inches from the top. And back to a 1.5. Very good. 1.5 sustaining at the top. And 1.25 sustaining apart. Let's get it a little closer, 1 inch apart. A little distraction, but all right. 1 inch, 1.25, 1 inch, 1.25 apart, 1 inch from the top. 1.5 inch from the top. 1 3/4. All right, back to, oh, you're 2 inches apart. How did that happen? All right, closer together. All right, good effort. 1.5, 1.25. Yes, there you go. You're but much closer together again. 1.5 at the top. Everything's staying the same. 1.25 apart and 1.5 at the top. All right, closer, closer. Meld your minds together, closer, closer. And 1.25 inches apart. 1 inch apart. That's good. What'd you just do? That was good. 1 inch apart and 1.5, 2 inches from the top, 1.5 inch from the top. A lot of fluctuation right now. Hold on and I'll let you know when it stops. Okay, at the top it stopped. It's at 1.5. 1.25 apart. Get closer, closer, closer. All right. 1.5 from the top, 1.25 apart. You sustain that, but you're still not close enough. Sustaining 1.25 at the top, 1.5. 1.5 from the top, 1.25 apart. That is just sustaining. Yes, 1.5 from the top, sustaining now for 1 minute. 1.25 inch apart. Sustaining. Closer. Closer. 1.25 inches apart. Still 1.5 from the top. 1.25 together. Closer. Make it 1 inch. Bring that closeness in. And is it all right? 1 inch from the top. I mean, 1.5 inch from the top and 1 inch from each other. That's the best sustain so far. Let's see that sustaining for several seconds here. I should have a. All right, 1 inch apart and 1.5, 1 1/4 inch apart, 1.5 from the top, 1 inch apart, 1 1/4. 1 inch. Wow, what's the fluctuation?